What you're seeing here is my 2013 Lincoln MKX. I'm replacing the air filter today, which was installed in December of 2023. That's the new one. That's the part number. Does it really need to be replaced? I mean, honestly, I've seen worse. Let's see how much dirt this actually has. So at 98,000 miles, and now it's like at 104 and change, maybe 105, that's 7,000 miles worth of dirt.
Jay Hunto's garage.
Jay Hunto's garage, not Jay Leno's garage.
Jay Hunto's garage.
Jay Hunto's garage.
Jay Hunto's garage.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
So am I actually going to change it? Yeah. There's some little tidbits in there still. But overall, not bad. And I'm sure this filter will probably go a whole nother year without needing to be changed. I've seen these much worse. Now this is the battery. That's not as good. In the past, I've poured Coke on this to get rid of the corrosion. See if Diet Coke does the same thing. Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Sure.
Maybe not as good. I'll go ahead and take that off and give it a good scrub and clean all this junk off, and probably the battery tray below. It's much better in here. Much better. 10mm socket will get the cables loose. There's a lot going on with that battery cable. This battery was purchased or manufactured in April of 21, which means it's probably getting a little bit long in the tooth, since for batteries these days, this is pretty handy for cleaning up battery posts and cables. Magic. To remove the battery, you take out this bolt and you can lift it out. I'm not doing that today. If you're replacing your battery for your Lincoln,
Are you talking to me?
you want a Motorcraft battery, it's a BXT65 850, 850 cold cranking amps. Before I put this back together, I've gotten most of the corrosion loosened up with a screwdriver. Now I'm going to hit it with some electrical contact cleaner I got from Napa. Where does this come from? If you know a surefire way to keep this from happening, put it down in the comments. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing this again sometime in the not near future. In the not so far future. Installation, reverse of removal, as they like to say. If you make these too tight, you'll cut into this and mushroom the head and then have a heck of a time of getting this off. So snug is best. As good as new? Installation of the filter is also remursive removal with the date. That's helpful for reasons. Notice which side goes down. These tabs just go right into some slots here, and over on this side these clips hold it in place, which may take two hands to do like magic. Next thing is to make sure your intake is connected, which also may take two hands. And last but not least, your connection with this little tab here, which you have to pull out in order to get this off. It's a safety lock. Okay, so it is on. And this is the last step. Make sure you do this or else you'll get a some sort of code. For the money light. Normally, if it wasn't the first of the year and I wasn't purging my garage, I would have left that filter right in there. Just cleaned it out the best I could by smacking it on the ground, shaking it a little bit, blow it out maybe with some air, and I'd have put that right back in there. But I elected for the shelf space. So here's an update on truck bed coating. I used that to refurbish the plastic that was turning like a light gray. I did this on this car, my truck, and my Camaro. And this is what it looks like after, I don't know, I guess a year. I have a video about that. You can check that out. And it, I guess, looks like everything else that's been out in the sun for a year. It's kind of getting some cracking here, and it just seems like it's definitely not how it was when it was sprayed on. It kind of had a sheen to it. Now it's getting flat. I guess that's better than gray plastic. This car has been wonderful. The only thing I've done to it is change oil, filters, and the master cylinder went out on me one time, which I had changed was, I think, $600 to do that. Since it's way back there, I didn't want to mess with it. This is just the reservoir. It goes way back there. Probably right in front of the tail light. Incidentally, that's where the hood release is located. Stay tuned for more content this year on the Lincoln, the Chevy truck, this guy, maybe something on this guy, and updates on this guy.
Nice. Nice. Not thrilling, but nice.